soil classification. Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself and my team members. I'm Punya BK, and my team members are Ruchita, Prajwal, and Kavita. Today, we are here to give a presentation on our project Soil Classification and Crop Suggestion using Machine Learning under the guidance of Professor Kavya Ravishankar ma'am. So these are the contents that we are going to discuss today. It starts with a brief introduction about the topic and moving on to the objectives, implementation details, and test cases, and finally the result analysis and impact and status of the project. Let me start presentation with a brief introduction to the topic. Soil is an important to humans and all living things on earth because it acts as a root source of our agriculture, food, medicine. Soils are of different types, and each type of soil can have a different composition of minerals, organic matter, and humus, and can hold a different characteristics based on which different crops can be grown. And many factors are responsible, like soil, weather, rain, fertilizers, and pesticides, to increase in yield production. So by this, we can say agriculture is a soil-based industry. An increase in yield can only be attained by ensuring that soil provides a balanced and adequate supply of nutrients. So we need to know the features and characteristics of various kinds of soils of different places to understand which crop grow better in certain soil types in different places, and what kind of fertilizers can be added to make the crop grow healthily. The prosperity of any country depends upon the prosperity of farmers. This in turn depends upon the adoption of improved technology. So in India, almost 78% of the farmers are small and marginal in the country, and they are poor in resources. Therefore, they do not have the proper knowledge about the soil pesticides and usage of optimum quantity of inputs in their crops, which are essential for increasing the productivity. So here, most farmers may not know the soil land he owns, and also might not know about what kind of crops can be grown and cultivated in that soil, and the amount of fertilizers to be added for these crops to increase the quantity of crops and maximize the productivity. So in this project, we are mainly focusing on different soil types, crop types, and soil test reports. So we have developed an user-friendly web application to help the farmers to some extent and to solve the problem of a farmer in identifying the soil type and suggestion of crops to be grown in that soil type, and suggestion of fertilizers for the well growth. Coming to the objectives of our project, here the main objective is to classify the soil types based on its attributes and to suggest the suitable crops based on the soil types. This prediction helps to decide what all he can yield in a particular soil type. So this will help the farmers to yield variety of crops. And finally, maintaining the crop health by suggesting the required fertilizers and nutrients. And further, the implementation will be explained by Ruchita.
Coming to the implementation part, firstly we have a raw data set which contain the different parameters that are affecting the soil, like temperature, humidity, pH, calcium, magnesium, potassium, nitrogen. These values are stored in Excel sheet. According to the value of different parameters of a soil, list of best suited crop is selected. Next, the raw data set should be pre-processed. As we know, for a successful completion of a model, a huge set of data is required, and the data that is collected from the real world might contain redundant values, and it may contain some missing values, inconsistent and noisy values, wherein the deep data processing uh, such redundant values is filtered out and the data is normalized, and also feature selection will be carried out during the pre-processing step. After the completion of data pre-processing, the data modeling is done using the machine learning algorithm, such as weighted KNN and SVM, where KNN, that is K-nearest neighbor classifier, is one of the method used for classification and the regression, where weighted KNN uses all the training data set. Since weighing is used, the nearest neighbors are given more weightage than the farthest one, and the distance is calculated where the distance of 2 points on the plane is calculated by the Euclidean distance formula, that is d is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. And SVN, the support vector machine, is a supervised machine learning model that uses classification problems. After giving an SVN model set of label training data for either two categories, they are able to categorize the new example, where SVM separates the object of class into the different decision planes. A decision plane boundary separates the object of one class from the object of another class. The support vector are the data points which are nearest to the hyperplanes. After the data modeling is done, the user has to enter the input through the web application. Then the entered values are compared with the trained data set. The soil type is classified based on its parameter, and it will predict the suitable crop and also required fertilizers for the particular soil type. Finally, the output of our project is prediction of the crop and the prediction of required fertilizer for the particular soil type. Further will be continued by Punya.
Let me explain the algorithms that we have used in our project. Here we have tested two algorithms, that is SVM and KNN. Here the weighted KNN is KNN uses all training data. Since weighing is used, the nearest neighbors are given more weightage than the farther ones. Distance is calculated and the majority of such classification is taken as the final classification. The obtained accuracy of the classification using KNN was 98%. And then the Gaussian kernel-based SVM. SVM separates the objects of classes into different decision planes. A decision boundary separates the objects of one class from the object of another class. Support vectors are the data points which are nearest to the hyperplane. Kernel function separates the nonlinear data by transforming the inputs to the higher dimensional space. The accuracy obtained using SVM was 79.72%. So since KNN have got more accuracy compared to SVM, for our dataset, we will be implementing KNN in our project. So here we can see how the KNN algorithm will work. K nearest neighbor is one of the simplest machine learning algorithms. Algorithm assumes the similarity between the new data and available data and put the new data into category that is most similar to the available categories. So for example, suppose there are two categories, that is category A and category B, and we have a new data point, something like C. So this data point will lie in which of these categories? To solve this type of problem, we need a KNN algorithm. With the help of KNN, we can easily identify the category to which it belongs to. Consider the graph. In KNN algorithm, firstly, we have to choose the number of neighbors, that is the value of K. And next, we will calculate the Euclidean distance between the data points by using the formula d is equal to x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y square. And the distance between 2 points. By calculating the Euclidean distance, we got the nearest neighbors in the example. In this example, there are three nearest neighbors in category A and two neighbors in category B. Hence, this new data point, that is C, must belong to the category A. So in our project, it will be the same, but we are classifying the 5 types of soils, and that is 5 categories. 5 categories are there, and based on the nearest neighbors, we will be classifying that the input data belongs to which category or a class. So further, the use case and sequence diagrams will be explained by Kavita.
Let us look into the use case diagram. A use case diagram is a graphical depiction of users' possible interactions with the system. Here, there will be two users. One is developer, another one will be end user. A, a use case, here developer will collect the data set. The collected data sets from the real world might contain some noise, missing values, or inconsistent data. To handle the missing values and inconsistent data, we need to pre-process the data. Next, in data modeling, we need to train the machine learning algorithms such as nearest neighbor and support vector machine to predict the class labels from its features. The output from the data modeling can be used for making predictions on new data sets. Data modeling and building the model using the algorithm is all done by developer. To input soil data, your external user can view the web page and can enter the input values of soil. After that, data comparison takes place with a predefined data set, and then the user can view result from the soil type and suitable crop for the particular soil, along with the fertilizer will be suggested. Next slide, sequence diagram. Sequence diagram are also called as event scenarios. Here, the external user can have an interactions with the system. Collected raw data set will be given as input to training module. In training module, the inputted data sets will be pre-processed to eliminate the missing values and inconsistent data. Then data set classification will take place with the help of classifiers. Then classified data will be given to training module. The end user can give soil parameters as input through interface systems such as calcium, magnesium, potassium, sulfur, nitrogen, moisture, and class label. Finally, the system interface application will provide the suitable crop and fertilizer for a particular soil type. Further testing part will be explained by Prajwal.
Testing. Testing is a method to check whether the actual software matches the expected requirements and to ensure that the software is defect-free. It is also the process of executing the program or software with the aim of finding errors to make our software perform well, and it should be error-free. The main purpose of testing is to measure the quality of the software. Here we have done three types of testing to check the quality of our software. That is system testing, integration testing, and UI testing. System testing. It is a type of software that is performed on a complete integrated system to evaluate the compliance of the system. In this, we just focus on the required input and output without focusing on the internal working. A test is run on the new system before implementing it in order to remove the bugs. After coding, a test plan should be developed and run on given set of test data, and output of the test run should match the expected results. After carrying out the program test for each of the programs, and the errors should be removed and the testing is done. Here the test is one-on-one actual data. UI testing. It is also known as the GUI testing. It is basically a mechanism meant to test the aspects of the software that the user will come into contact with. This usually means the testing the visual elements to verify that they are functioning according to the requirements. In terms of functionality and performance, UI testing ensures that UI functions are bug-free and error-free. It is focused on examining the visual and structural parts of the software, that is the parts that the user would be concerned with, rather than the internal logic of the software. UI testing covers visual indicators, menus, colors, radio buttons, and much more. We have done the manual testing for the user interface testing. A tester manually uses all the features of the website to check for any errors or bugs. For example, user enters a valid username or password, or navigation to the correct page after login, and the prediction button is used to navigate the prediction and displaying the results. Integration testing. Integration testing is the logical extension of the unit testing. It is the process of testing the interface between two software units or modules. The purpose of integration testing is to verify the functional performance and reliability between the modules that are integrated and to expose the faults in interaction between the integrated units or modules. A component in the sense refers to the integrated or aggregate or more than one unit. The idea is to test combination of pieces and eventually expand the process to test your modules with those of the other groups. Eventually, all the modules making up the process and tested together. All errors are discovered while combining the units. This method reduces the number of possibilities to far simpler level of analysis. Next slide. Test cases. A test case is a set of steps that need to be done in order to test a specific function of the software. Here we have tested the few cases. Test 1. Running the application. Application executed properly without any errors. Test case 1 passed. Test case 2. Execution of login page. By giving the username and password, the login was successfully done. So the second test case was also passed. Third test case. Yes, sir.
Prajwal, sorry for the interruption. Can you go for the implementation details, not for the testing details, please?
Okay, sir.
In testing details will be discussed in the module milestone 4. And sequence diagram, use case diagram was to be explained in milestone 2 only. Why you have been repeating it here? I'm not sure of it. In this milestone, you are supposed to show the implementation details. So how you are going to plan for implementing and what you have implemented and all. The next module, you are supposed to explain the test cases and testing of your complete project.
Okay, sir.
Can you please go for your implementation part?
Okay. Ruchita. Software ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು.
I have a concern here. Last implementation slide only. I think so. Last in the design phase also, I raised a question here. What type of a data you are going to give for your web application input?
So the inputs will be calcium, magnesium, potassium, sulfur, nitrogen, lime, and phosphorus, sir. For predicting the soil.
Pre-processed data you are going to give, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pre-processed data,
like no, sir. Like user data,
No, sir,
not pre-processed data.
User data ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ pre-process ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ?
Sir,
it is pre-processed only, no? You said you are doing some in case if you are missing values, you are filling it with the average values ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ pre-processing ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತ.
Yes, ma'am. That is for training data set.
ಹೇಳಿ. Sorry.
Yes, sir. Data pre-processing is for training data set. When the user enters the parameters, we don't need we don't need to pre-process the data set. If it is an image, then we need to pre-process the data because in image we have some noisy data.
Sorry. Okay. Fine. Go back to your implementation part. Development. ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ತೋರಿಸಿ.
Ruchita, go to result analysis. Next slide.
Here is the login page, sir. Here the user needs to give the username and password for the login.
Okay.
Then the main page, that is result page, soil classification will be displayed. In the soil classification page, user needs to input the soil parameters and click on predict button to view the soil classification. The inputs are calcium, magnesium, potassium, sulfur, nitrogen, lime, phosphorus, and moisture. By taking these inputs, it will predict the soil type and it will display the entered values and predicted soil type as well. And then third image shows the crop and fertilizer prediction, where it takes the temperature, humidity, moisture, and soil type as input from the user and to predict the crop type based on the attributes. It will display the crop type predicted and the fertilizers required for it. Next slide.
ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರ್ಸಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ? ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರ್ಸಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir, is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible for me.
Yes, sir. Here it is the login page where user has to enter the username and password, and this is the soil classification page. Here we have to enter the parameters such as calcium, magnesium, potassium, sulfur, nitrogen. So after entering the soil parameters, when we click on the predict button, it will show the result as a soil type, which soil type it is.
Yeah, the soil type. Sorry, can't see.
Sir, clay, sorry, predicted soil type using SPM is clay.
ಎಲ್ಲ ರಿಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಪೇಜಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಡೇಟಾ ಸೆಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ? ಯಾವ ಡೇಟಾ ಸೆಟ್ ಇಂದ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಫೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟಿ?
Sir, data set view ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗ್ತಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲ್ ಶೀಟ್.
ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ಹೌದಾ, ಇರ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ.
ಸರ್,
ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್.
ಶೇರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಇರ್ಲಿ, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡಿ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ಫೈಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಯು. ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ಸಮ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ.
Punya.
Yes, sir.
Sir? Punya, what are the challenges you faced while implementing this? ನೀವೇನು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಏನೇನು challenges ನೀವು ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ? ಏನೇನು difficulties you faced? Can you explain?
Yes, sir. While entering the soil parameters, when if we give the values out of range also, it is accepting the values. So that has to be implemented before milestone 4.
Example?
So sir,
Out
for
of range
example,
andre?
for example, the nitrogen values will range from 35 to 55. So if we enter the 100 plus values also, it will take the values and it will classify the soil type.
That means you should validate your input ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Yes sir.
ಓಕೆ, ಅದೇನಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ any other challenges you faced? ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ
ಸರ್? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇವಾಗ SPM ಮತ್ತೆ KNN ಅಲ್ಗಾರಿಥಮ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್.
ಓಕೆ,
ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಾವು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಅದು ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆ ಅಲ್ಗಾರಿಥಮ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಅಕ್ಯುರಸಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ KNN ಗೆ ಅಕ್ಯುರಸಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮೈಲ್ಸ್ಟೋನ್ 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ KNN ಅಲ್ಗಾರಿಥಮ್ ನ ನಾವು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
KNN ಅಲ್ಗಾರಿಥಮ್ ನ ನೀವು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ
ಸರ್?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ಸೊ ಇದು ಹೀಗಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ, ಆ ಥರ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್. ಏನೇನು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಶನ್? ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಒಂದು ಕೋಡು ಅದನ್ನ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾ, ಏನು ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎರರ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯು ವರ್ಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರಾಚ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ನೋ ಸರ್, ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಕೋಡ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ.
ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ,
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಆ ತರ ಕೋಡ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಸರ್.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಟ್ರೈ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಓನ್ ದೇರ್ ಬಿ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಓಕೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೈ ಸೈಡ್.
Sorry, sir, I joined now. Network issues.
That's okay. I think so. If everyone have finished, we will ask Kalana.
Yeah, I think the students are all, other students are also not there. Sir, if you have finished with your queries, we'll end the meeting, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.